Hello guys, welcome to today's stream. I'm so glad you guys are already here. Hello Vendetta, how are you? Hello Dover. Hi Hermione, how are you doing? Your Joker drawing was amazing, Malbel. I loved it so much. Dover, thank you for that quack. Thank you so much. You always start off the streams with a quack. Dover is the backbone of my streams. I know. I lucked out with Dover as a mod. I don't know where Dover came from, but I feel like Dover is like an angel from Twitch heaven. That's what I feel like, you know? Just someone who's always there, ready to help and step in, and is a super supportive friend as well. So I'm super lucky. Super lucky! You are not there for the art challenge stream? Is a video on my profile. Yeah, I think the VOD should still be on Twitch. If it's not, you can go check my YouTube channel because I post everything on YouTube as well. So you can always see all the past VODs on there. Dover, thank you for the 25 bits! Thank you so much!
No, you the best.
No, you the best, Dover, you the best! Hello Vendetta, hello Daniel, how are you? Full black lipstick. You have reached full scarcity. Exactly. I'm preparing for Halloween, Zendo. Time to face your fears, you guys. Hello Hermione, I've missed you too. How have you been? That color sucks all light that hits it. Well, it's kind of matte, so it does suck all light. You know what's a weird thing? There's this kind of paint they have. I forgot what it's called, but it's literally, it absorbs all light. It is so cool. If I find it again, I'll show you guys. But yeah, it's amazing. I don't know what it is. But they kind of like to use it in art sculptures because it looks like a literal void. So it's very effective like that. A little piglet fell asleep in your arms yesterday. Vendetta, that's adorable. Did you take a picture? Please tell me you took a picture. Hello Nasafeed, how are you? You'll subscribe to me in here or YouTube and everywhere. Thank you, Hermione. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that when you guys can follow me on socials because it really helps me grow. 101 subscribers. Dang, you just have 11. Where do I have 101 subscribers, Melville? You're kind of stressed today. You gotta come up with an idea for your film project. Oh no, I'm sure you will come up with something, Zendo. I'm sure. I mean, you were really busy yesterday. Didn't have a lot of time. You were so full on with that project. How did it end up going in class, by the way? You subbed to my channel in YouTube, Hermione. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Still crackling audio? Let me unplug and replug. Why that happens. I have no idea why that happens. Is that still playing audio through? Yep, that is. Alright. Cool. Audio's good now, you think? Well, hopefully it stays that way. Vanta Black, you think that's what it's called? Let me have a look. Why is my keyboard not working? I have no keyboard. Is your battery flat, keyboard? Oh no. Did we crash? We didn't crash. Just my Bluetooth devices aren't working. Oh, there we go. We're back. So I've now typed everything. There we go. Yeah, this is it. It is Vanta Black. I'll show you guys. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is the kind of weird paint I was meaning. Like, look at that. It's like there's a literal void, right? A literal void. They even paint cars in it. Oh my goodness. That is so weird. Like, there's no reflections on that car. I really like the idea of a car painted in this stuff. That is epic. Look, it's a carpet. Do I know the Pagani car? I don't know. This is so awesome. I love that. I love that. I want a carpet like this in my studio, and then it looks like you would just fall into a hole. You literally would not see the car coming, exactly. Could be kind of dangerous, I guess, especially at night. It's the dye you told me about the other day, absolute black dye. I thought it was you, Dover. It was like somebody told me about this recently. Pictures are in Discord under pets. Alright. Let me first load up Discord. Get it ready. There we go. Oh my gosh, guys! Guys, look at Vendetta's piglets! Look how cute! Look how cute! That is friggin' adorable. That is friggin' adorable. His little face. Aww. It looks so happy. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. It looks like Poogie, right? About 3 days old. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. So friggin' cute. If I ever get a pet piglet, I'm gonna call it Poogie. I'm calling it Poogie. It's so cute, Hermione. I know. That is adorable. What did you share, Dover? What did you share? No. That's adorable. That's adorable. It was hiding under your arm? I can imagine. Like, just snuggling up. It looks so comfy, Vendetta. It looks so comfy. Absolutely adorable. Thank you so much for showing us. That's beautiful. Well, guys, today's prompt is werewolf. So we have to draw a cute little werewolf. Now I wanted to do a sleepy little werewolf. So my idea was to draw a little werewolf that's sort of just woken up in the middle of the night, carrying a little blanket or plush toy. Yeah. That's where I want to go with it. That's where I want to go with it. Hello, Max. How are you? The doggo is blind and deaf, but still a good boy. Oh my goodness. That's so beautiful, Dover. That is so beautiful. Blind and deaf. Imagine how scary life must be if, like, you can't see or hear a thing, you know, and you don't know what's going on around you. That's scary. That is so scary. Okay, so my idea starts out with, like, basically the little werewolf's head. I reckon we need to move it a little bit to the left though, so I will have enough space for the blanket as well. So which of you guys are taking part in Drawlloween? Either the weekly list or the light list? Which of you guys are taking part? The dog is the cutest, yeah. You're okay? I hope you're more than okay. I hope that your day can get much happier than just okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Max. Really excited because the update for iPad and iPhone and also the Watch app came out. And so I use my iPad and all my Apple devices a lot. So for me, things like being able to write notes quickly, and also the new feature of like basically being able to have group tabs, which apparently Samsung has had for ages already, are really nice. Really nice. So I've been excited about that. I've been really excited about that. You only use your iPad for Procreate, no other purpose. Oh my goodness. Do you still feel like it's worth it for that? Like, do you draw a lot on Procreate? Hello, man with 2 million chromosomes. How are you today? Sharing your chromosomes everywhere. How's that working out for you? You only draw digitally, so yeah, it is your only canvas. Okay. How frequently do you draw, do you think? On average, how often do you guys draw? Do you guys draw every day? About like once a week, couple times a day? I'd say for me, I draw probably once a day. Normally, when I don't have Drawlloween on, I would be painting probably like 2 to 3 times a week and then drawing on the other days. But I draw pretty much like 5 days a week and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'd say for me, it's pretty much daily. Twice a year, maybe. Oh my goodness, that poor iPad barely gets used. You draw almost every day. That is so cool. That is so cool. It's so hard, you know, especially if you're working full time, to actually find the time to put in for drawing, you know? It can be incredibly hard. Once you're into it, you draw every day. So yeah, I feel like, you know, if you have a piece that you're really into and really love, you know, working on and passionate about it, you can't stop. Like, it's really hard to sort of pull away from that. And I feel like it's great when in that moment you can push yourself as much as you possibly can, because, you know, your drawing and your painting is going to look a lot better when you're filled with all that creativity and you have that vision of where you want to go. And a really annoying thing that I found at times is I've had to stop myself in the middle of a time like that, and I've lost sight of, you know, the vision I originally had where I wanted a piece to go, and it made it so much harder to finish it. So much harder. You're sort of on an art hiatus, so much work to do. Hopefully the weekend will be good. Understandably so, Dover. Like, you have so much on currently. So much on. You don't know, you lost passion for drawing. You only draw if you know it's for someone, like a birthday gift or a gift in general. You don't find yourself drawing for fun. Okay. But you still feel passionate about looking at art, NASA? Would you say? I imagine you still have some interest in art considering you're here, so... Whatever did I do last time? With my little werewolf's nose. I don't remember. Yeah, you don't really draw at all these days. You do paint, but not much recently as you are trying to learn Blender. Well, that is art as well, so I consider that still being creative. How often would you say you work on Blender? And what kind of things are you creating in Blender? You have this box that you put finished drawings, so you are trying to draw till the box is filled. That is so cool, Marble. Such a great way to motivate yourself, you know, to be consistent and stuff. You love art, observing, not creating, you guess. That makes sense, NASA. That makes sense. I feel like, you know, it's the same as I feel about music. You know, I'm never, even though I used to sort of play the piano and stuff, I just don't have the time for it anymore and don't feel as motivated to make music as I do making art. So realistically, you know, the way that I experience music is through others creations. And I enjoy that immensely. I do feel that her hand needs to move down slightly. You love abstract art. You always find out the piece you like if they were mad when making. Yeah, that is really cool. That is really cool. Do you have a favorite abstract artist, Marble? Dealing with stress is an imperative skill in life. Exactly. Exactly. One of the hardest skills in life, but one of the very, very necessary skills in life, right? Very so necessary. You have to think of the ones that matter, like Bumblebee, Naka, and Seal Crush. How did Spanish class go yesterday, Sendo? You're doing a commission for a Western landscape, no colour, and it is going great. That's awesome, Malbor. That is awesome. Dover, thank you for the 25 bits. Thank you so much.
Did you hear about the werewolf that majored in philosophy? Now he's a werewolf.
Now he's a werewolf. Now he's a werewolf. That's such an awesome one, Dover. Thank you for the 25 bits. So when's your commission due, Marble? How long do you have left to work on that? Blender is a type of 3D software, Marble. Matters, hello, thank you so much for that follow. Please introduce yourself. You have Spanish class on Wednesday, so day after tomorrow. Okay, got it. Yeah, it is 3D art software, essentially. For the 3D art peoples. In the near future, you might break the matrix and create 4D art. Who knows what's the limit? Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're constantly discovering new things, so you never know. This sounds so classo, but your favorite artist is Van Gogh. Everyone knows his Starry Night, but really, you really love his multiverse. Okay, I think I've asked you this question before. I kind of meant what's your favorite abstract artist? Because I don't think Van Gogh, unless one of his pieces was abstract, of course, but I don't think Van Gogh really counts as an abstract artist. Have you ever gone to see like the Van Gogh show in person? You still can't. You were talking with a Shiba Bros the other day. Seems like you've won their favor. You still can't believe you heard your voice coming out of their laptop. How's that, Sendo? How's that? How did you hear your voice coming out their laptop? Hello, my boy Uwu. How are you today? You like my water damage resistant medallion? Which one? Which one? You don't know, you just understand Van Gogh's art. You think it's so interesting. It's really incredible. Yeah, really incredible. Jackson Pollock's work is abstract art, right? Colorful stuff. Yeah, Jackson definitely is abstract. Lots of paint splatter. You just realized today's art will have so much fur. Well, I've limited the amount of fur we're gonna draw Dover because I'm gonna wear a PJ suit. So only the head will have the ton of fur. They made an Instagram story of them watching your video of them. Sendo, that is so cool. How friggin' cool. That's amazing. Yeah, Dover, I was smart about it this time. I got smart about it. So it's gonna be a lot less far than it could have been. And the little werewolf is holding a beautiful little pillow of the moon, a crescent moon. Yeah, Jackson's stuff is definitely very trippy. I was once watching Blacklist, and someone threatened another person and was like, because the person was an artist, and he said something along the lines of, if you don't do this, I'm gonna make you into a Jackson Pollock on that wall. Quite the threat, quite a creative threat. I love when movies can be, you know, smart with their dialogue like that. It just makes you think a little bit more, and I feel like it adds to the experience a lot. Make him wear a mask and a beanie too. No fur whatsoever. Now that's an idea, NASA feed. That's an idea. A moon-shaped pillow! You want one? I want one too. I want one too, Dover. So, we're just gonna have to shop around, right? Also, Dover, thank you so much for that donation the other day. That really helped so much. I'm currently looking into where I can get that mirror thing for cheaper, so just still looking at it. You know, see if I can make it worth our while. Do I also draw on the weekends on my days off of stream? I try to, Max. If I don't have a lot of family time, then definitely I do. But normally, because I'm so busy during the week, you know, I don't have a lot of time to spend with family throughout the week, so I try to make the most of that on the weekends. But if I have some time, I normally do it like a small sketch in my tiny paper blank sketchbook. That's about it. Sometimes I will touch up paintings and things like that, but more often than not, I generally just, focus on working on mini sketches or finishing up rendering some stuff. But lately it's a lot rarer because I spend all week making art, so when I'm not making art, I really try to get a couple of other things done, you know? You draw, you play the spell card, Call of Midnight. When it's past 12, you get to special summon zone from the Shadow Realm. That sounds fun, Zone. That sounds like lots of fun. Oh, the folds in that moon pillow remind you of a croissant. They do. They do. Definitely. We have some currently in the freezer, so luckily I don't have to think about not having any and having thought about it. You wanted to bite that pillow? Guys, what are you all so hungry today? You're all so hungry. Total little werewolves here. I feel like sometimes they have some sort of bib-like thing. And I forgot how it works. I totally forgot. Maybe if I Google vintage onesie, I can figure it out. There's not a whole lot of pictures on Google of like the older pajama sets. So, I don't know. Yeah, none of them really have anything. And for the most part, I can only really get, you know, different kinds of stuff, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure, like, the ones I saw had, you know, buttons running along the side. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so what am I gonna do with the gap over here? I feel like I wanted to put like a blanket or something. But I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Meg. How are you? Can you have some? You love buttery croissant. Well, yes, you can, Dover. You can. We have like a whole box full. So you're welcome to enjoy yourself. You're working on your new project. What is that project, Zone? What is that project? You did, 3th. You did. You bet once you have an idea down, you'll be doing better. I'm sure. I'm sure. It's really frustrating, like, you know, when you're trying your hardest to figure something out and you've got like an idea block. It's basically art block in a way, you know. Luckily, this Drawlloween I haven't really struggled too badly with that yet, so hopefully I don't jinx that in saying that now, but I know that last Drawlloween a couple of the prompts had me just incredibly lost, so I'm super happy that it hasn't happened yet. I'm super happy. There's always stomach space for croissant. There is. How are you today, Bath Poo Boo? You never tried frozen croissant. Are they as good? Well, basically we don't keep them frozen when we eat them. We just freeze them to store them. From old Hollywood movies, they have vintage sleepwear. Yeah, I'm just struggling to find a good reference, NASA. Just a new drawing, most of the drawings come from dreams. That is so cool. What is this dream about? Just replying emails and stuff. Work. Yuck. Yuck. Work stuff. Oh no. Well, I hope that you're smashing it. I hope that you are, you know? Triforce! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for that raid! Wow, how are you, Triforce? How was your stream? Guys, please go give Triforce a follow. Thank you, Wolfman. Thank you so much for the follow. We're actually drawing a werewolf today. Stream was great, Triforce. Stream was great. Look at Triforce's stream, guys. Looks like they were playing a game in this clip. What did you do today on your stream, Triforce? You typed old Hollywood pajamas and found some results. Elvis was rocking one. Let me have a look. So Hollywood pajamas. I accidentally clicked shopping. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm kind of looking for a onesie though. So these don't help me very much. Not exactly. Not exactly. Your world is hanging out and goofing off tonight. So just a chill, just chatting stream. Dopa, thank you for gifting a sub to Triforce. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining you. You are flattered. You're welcome, Wolfman. You are welcome. Have a look at your portrait. What do you think? How's it going? that person 4 mod, you're a big big Persona fan. Persona 4 mod. Oh, that was the game in the clip? Try striped onesie. I am considering going striped, actually. But I also want to put stars on the onesie, so we'll see how we go. When you was a young wolf boy, exactly. A childhood portrait of you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Wolfman. So Triforce, what did you guys end up chatting about on your stream today? What kind of fun conversations did you all get up to? You found a reference. Which channel Discord should you post it on? Try Inspiration, Asa. Try Inspiration. You just watched some YouTube recommendations from chat and just talked about things like mental health and good vibes. What a wholesome stream! What a wholesome stream. That sounds awesome, Triforce. Sounds awesome. YouTube can really send you down a rabbit hole, can't it? Yeah, we were like watching a lot of funny YouTube videos on one of my mod streams, Spark Attack, and that was a good night. That was a good night. We had so much fun. So much fun. So guys, for those of you who are new here, basically, I am a traditional art streamer. I do oil paintings, I do watercolor, and currently I'm doing a sketch a day for Drawlloween as well. So the idea is I have to draw 31 drawings based on a prompt list that the artist Mab Graves posted, and currently the prompt list is Drawlloween. The prompt list is Werewolf, so we're doing a little werewolf for today. You posted that on Inspiration, now you kind of want one. Let me have a look. Oh my goodness. That does look comfy, NASA. That does look comfy. That is so cool. That's a perfect ref. That is a perfect ref. Love it. I really do need to like make the leg area kind of baggy, don't I? More baggy. But yeah, that's a great reference. Thank you so much, NASA. Thank you so much. What do you guys like to put on when you want to be comfy? I have my Udi. I feel like an Udi is one of the most comfortable pieces of clothing, and then you just wear pajamas underneath it. So, really great. Look at them in a superhero pose with that onesie. I know, right? I know. So cool. You have a TARDIS designed bathrobe. It's very fluffy and comfy. Dover, I never knew this about you. That is so cool and so nerdy. So nerdy. Is it like, does it have patterns on it? Or is the whole thing shaped like a TARDIS? You feel so right when you say Udi. Yeah, it does, it does. It's like the perfect word for that piece of clothing, right? Like, total comfort. You kind of love wearing robes, super comfy. Yeah. Well, like, my robe was my favorite piece of clothing to wear when I wanted to be comfortable until I got my Udi last Christmas and, no, sorry, for my birthday. And since then, I don't go for anything else when I want to lounge around. That's all I want to wear. All I want to wear. Because it's just so good. Comfort before style. That is your motto. That is your motto. I'm a bit of both. I feel like I sort of, it depends on the day. It depends on the day and if I'm feeling really well or not. But yeah, there are definitely days when I'm like, I don't give a crap. And then it's just, wear whatever the heck I want on that day. You know? Because who cares? And then there are definitely other days when I will most definitely sacrifice comfort for style. So coffin cake, hello, thank you so much. What does a coffin cake taste like? You really don't feel like going to this lab tomorrow. You would rather be a seal. You would rather be a seal. Don't we all just rather want to be seals, Sendo? So nerdy, the whole thing. It has the window design and says police box on the hood. Dover, that does sound nerdy. That does. This is too much work for a seal like you. Just keep up the chunk, Sendo. Keep up the chunk. You will get there. Cherishing the expressive flavor and flow of my embodiment, the amount of patience, mindfulness, and undeniable precision required to undergo these types of creative tasks are never a simple feat, as you have much respect. It reminds you of dissecting how stride piano players slam dunk with their crazy two-handed akimbo style. Distinctive yet chill. Glad to see me. Thank you, Coffin Cake. Thank you so much for that beautiful message, beautiful compliment. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Hope you enjoy yourself. You have such a cool name, by the way. Such a cool name. That is a very good question. Yeah, the name contains wild lore, but how does it taste, I say? Sweet, swampy, and with a touch of spice. There you go. Exactly how I would have imagined a coffin cake. Exactly how I would have imagined. How is your cake selling business going? Do you have a lot of people in demand of coffin cakes at this point in time? Do the dead really appreciate your delightful flavors? You know, you will be cherishing your sanctuary here. Cool, cool. No worries. Well, we're very happy to have you, Coffin Cake. Whereabouts are you from? Just using a dual-wielding metaphor is all it can be. Do I have a favorite monster? I don't know, Max. That's a very broad question because, like, I love a lot of the different cryptids. I love the Yeti. I love the Mothman. I don't know. Like, a lot of monsters can sort of just be in your head, right? Like, ones that I've created. So that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I like the Bunyip as well. The Bunyip is a cool monster. All the way from the US. All the way. Well, there you go. A long ways away from where I live in Australia. So... You live in the swamps, for real? Oh my goodness. That sounds like there's a lot of humidity there. Yeah, you do recommend the humidity. I can imagine, I can imagine. Are you an artist as well, Coffin Cake? Yeah, yeah. I feel like people from around there struggle to make my streams a lot, so you've been sweeping through the artwork and you're astonished by the amount of detail in each portrait. You're always amazed by those who can replicate the abstract. Thank you, Coffin Cake. Thank you so much. What a cute little werewolf. Thank you, Visceral. Thank you. I love my little werewolf. So adorable. Such a cute little thing. I would definitely adopt her as my own. For sure. Is there anything I don't like drawing or painting, but try anyway? For you, it's people. I would say grown adults, Max. Grown adults. I'm okay drawing females, like grown females, but I don't enjoy it as much. Grown males, like probably the worst thing that I have to ever draw. I just love drawing kids, you know, it's my thing. So no particular reason, I find them cute. I love drawing things that are cute. And so um I think the female body is a lot easier for me because, you know, I feel like you're more familiar with your own body. So you can always use that as some point of reference to an extent. Whereas with the opposite gender, you can't really because, well, you don't have that same point of reference really, and so it gets a little bit more tricky. So that's why I tend to hate drawing grown men the most, I would say. But I still do it, like I had to do it in my Humpty Dumpty story. And so there are definitely times when no matter what you dislike, you have to end up drawing it. So it's always good to push outside of your comfort zone. Yeah. How about you? How about you guys? What do the rest of you hate drawing the most? Things that you really never want to draw. I don't know what kind of thing I want to put beside the little werewolf. I was thinking like a blanket. Cars, you're absolutely awful at cars or anything mechanical. Really, guns too. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I probably would hate doing cars more than, you know, grown adults. Because, yeah, it doesn't really fit into the world that I envision, like, usually has more natural kind of stuff. Not really a lot of cars. You hate drawing hair, that's why Jason Stratham is the perfect model for you. Is he bald? Is he completely void of hair? Did you guys see what I posted in the Yuma channel? There's this rapper, I forgot his name, but he removed all his hair and he implanted gold chains into his skull, into his scalp basically. Because he didn't want normal hair anymore. But like, imagine the weight of that on your head, you know? I don't know. And what if you get sick of it and you can never grow hair anymore? Because he can't shave it, so they had to somehow remove all the hair follicles because he wouldn't be able to shave between those the gold chains, you know? So that is freaky. Dancer, yes. You can't really think of anything you would never want to draw. For you, now it's more about spare time to draw. Yeah, I get that. You gotta start practicing, as drawing is quite a foreign language in your book. but you respect the science or art of it. There are so many geometrics behind it, yet we somehow dissect in time and time again with mindful practice. That is so true, yeah. And I feel like art has a ton to offer people in the form of like relaxation and, you know, personal growth. Because when you're making art, you learn so much about your own personality and, you know, your setbacks, and like, you know, some people really struggle to stay motivated at one thing, so you learn a lot about yourself. Is late, see us later. Thank you for my presence. Well, thank you for being here, Sendo. I hope that you, you know, you figure that out. Figure out what you want to do for that project of yours. And I hope tomorrow goes well. Is an architecture the thing I don't prefer delving into? Actually, Dover, I did that piece of Miss Peregrine's House of Peculiar Children, and I really enjoyed drawing that building. And as long as it's like a beautiful antique thing, I don't mind. That scene is from Inglorious Bastards. Yeah, love that movie. It was hilarious. Loose sculpt coming, yeah. Like, I don't know, why would you go that far? Alright, so time to draw this blanket. How are you guys at drawing with your left hand? Or your... whichever hand is not your dominant hand. How are you guys at that? Can you do it? Are any of you guys ambidextrous? Because I was sort of talking to my boyfriend the other day, this weekend, and, well, we sort of joked about the fact that, like, if I lost my right hand, you know, what would I do for art? And I was like, to be honest, I don't think that it would be that difficult for me to learn how to draw with my left hand, because a lot of what I do with drawing is sort of laying down tones and stuff. And I feel like it would just be a matter of time before I sort of pick that up. And the rest would just be sort of, you know, learning how to maneuver my hand a lot more. So I actually don't think it would be a massive deal. Crafty Skullcorvus, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. How are you and where are you from? You love to see the Miss Peregrine drawing? Really? I can show you in a sec, Shelby. That's dark, caught you off guard. What made him ask that in the first place? I don't remember, Dava. Probably the dark thing came from me, but if I have to guess. Alright, let me try to find Miss Peregrine's House of Peculiar Children. Let's take all of them out. All of them out and see where it is. It's not here, it's definitely in the other pile. No, it's not here, so it's gotta be in the other. I don't feel like I scanned that one, so I don't know why I would have put it in this. Yep, it's here. Oh, this one is Miss Peregrine's House of Peculiar Children. So I did the building in the background. I did Millennialings. I'm planning to do all the characters eventually, but sort of still gotta get there. But yeah, that one looks amazing. Thank you so much. But yeah, you love those books? They are amazing. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. You saw Dark and Werewolf, you had to stop by and follow. Thank you, Crafty Skull. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. I'm doing Drawlloween, so I have to do a drawing every day of October, so I'm sort of starting early so that I can have some time off on weekends. You never tried, to be honest, but if it's anything like writing with your left hand, not very well. I think if you're like a comic book artist and you really depend on having that fine control over line work, it's going to matter a lot to you. But I feel like if you draw like I do, you're sort of laying down tones and sort of finessing them, pulling them in more and more as you go. So I'm kind of curious to give it a shot at some point. You never tried to be, that one looks amazingly dope. Thank you, Coffin Cake. A fantastical display. Thank you. Am I selling that print, Coffin? I actually am. If it's not in my store already, I'm not sure if it is in my store. If it isn't in my store, you can just click on request custom order on my Etsy store or just message me. It's going to be the same price as the rest of my prints on Etsy. So basically, same price. Hello, Eric. How are you today? Thank you, Shelby. You're not a fan of the movie. Why is that? You think the movie is okay, you don't know much about the book, but then books to movies are rarely good. Not everyone can pull off a Lord of the Rings. So is the Lord of the Rings books 2 movie just really good? Lord of the Rings wasn't even good. Really? Where was Tom Bombadil? I haven't watched or read the books. I need to get around to that. You found it very inspiring. There's something symbolic about it. Okay. A tale is being conveyed as you send something more from that drawing. There's layers of complexity. Thank you so much, Coffin Cake. I am malicious. I'm having a great day. Yeah, super, super happy today. Would have been more epic if shut self up. Were you gonna say it's spoiler malicious? The original series was good, but the new ones of Hobbit trilogy are really bad. Tom Bombadil was exactly where Tom Bombadil should be, not existing. Was he not a likable character? You're waiting for the next long weekend to binge watch the director's cut of Lord of the Rings. Dover! That would be awesome. Next, I will say The Hobbit was a masterpiece. Even you would argue that. I have to get into watching Lord of the Rings stuff. I really do. Well, we have the little blanket, and now I just really need to finish rendering everything, you know? Rendering this whole piece. I feel like rendering stuff up is definitely like one of the most fun stages of a drawing, you know? Because it goes through so much and then you get to this point and you can just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride, really. You've tried a drawing exercise before you close your eyes and tried drawing on an object by touch, which was a seashell. Some of it didn't look too bad, you guess. That is very cool. Very cool. What a, what a creative canvas to work on. You don't think anyone would argue that The Hobbit was a masterpiece, especially not the battle rams that appear out of nowhere. I wouldn't know. Because I haven't read or watched the movies. Hobbit series was a good piece of filmmaking. Even for a bad movie, you always appreciate the amount of effort that goes into making one. In a sense, it was more about the passion people have and the work they put into creating something. Yeah, I feel like, especially if you don't read the books, you can still look at it as a masterpiece, as an artwork. As long as you don't judge too harshly, and I feel like I generally go into watching a movie very, very open-minded as well, particularly so that I don't end up disappointed. I'm from Australia, Snow, particularly from South Australia. How about you? There's actually a channel point redemption for something like that. Telekinetic drawing, exactly. Nobody has redeemed it so far. But let's not do it today. Not today, because I am very busy. I should actually turn them off during Drawlloween because I'm way too busy. As a creative, you can definitely agree with that, and the behind the scenes stuff arguably redeems the series. The world building they do is so lovely. I agree. It's so special just seeing all of that, you know, as like a piece of art and enjoying that. I feel like they put in so much effort into those things, and I really love seeing the outcome. You laugh? Have you ever been to Australia, Coffin Cake? You know, personally speaking, you would love to learn how to draw Aisha Clan from anime by the name Outlaw Star, yet you gotta learn how to draw first. Well, drawing starts with small steps, Coffin Cake, and as a community, we would love to help you get started and stay motivated as well. We actually have a drawing challenge on for the next 2 weeks, which is with the theme classic horror. So you gotta draw something with theme classic horror. You're from Germany! That's so cool! You're about to click it. I do love Star Wars. I love Star Wars so much, especially little Yoda. That was a pretty good example of when money and marketing poison a project though. Wait, which one? Hello, Melina! Thank you so much for the raid the other day. Can we please have a shout out for Melina, guys? This painting is your mood now. Which one? Which one? What are you painting, Melina? It'd be like World War Z. Oh my goodness. World War Z is amazing, guys. You gotta watch it. Guys, please go give Melina a follow. Werewolf looks so cute. Thank you, Mowers. Can we have a shout out for Mowers as well? Mowers does amazing digital art, guys. Gotta go give Mowers a follow as well. Sorry, Dover, I'm really putting a lot on you at the moment. This one that I'm painting now. Oh, you mean the one I'm drawing. Thank you. Why is it your mood, Melina? Why is it your mood? Do you just feel like super tired, super comfy, and like you can just relax? You're okay. Thanks, Dover. Thank you so much. Cute little furry hands. Aren't they adorable? Adorable little werewolf. I would totally adopt her. I truly would. World War Z was butchers too badly that the original author said only link between the movie and his book was the main character's name and there are zombies in it. Oh my goodness, wow. Because it's 9 a.m. and you didn't sleep well, so you will take a nap now. That's alright, Melina. You have a good rest, and we'll definitely be seeing you around soon. I'm sure of it. I hope you have a good rest of your night. There weren't even main characters in the book, it was a series of many completely separate reports. Well, I feel like maybe they improved it then. Oh, the book was so good, the film was okay, but had basically nothing to do with the book beyond zombies. Wow. Maybe they just wanted to use like the same name, who knows? Is there any mediums of art I haven't tried but want to eventually? Um, I don't know. I feel like I've tried pretty much most things. Um, I was gonna say like sculpting, but I have sculpted before, so I don't think there's anything I haven't tried. Don't think so. You haven't been to the neck of the woods, but you have traveled to Dhaka, Bangladesh, Petra, Niger, where you were at the border of the Sahara Desert, but you know in your mind that there's still much to cover, always plenty to see. Yeah, it would be so hard in the current environment to actually trouble as well, but wow, you've been around. You've been around, Coffin. I have such beautiful emotes. Thank you. Oh, Mowers does. Mowers has the most adorable cat emote, Melina. It's like, it's Mowers' mascot. I love it so much. I love it so much. Can you share your cat emote with us, Mowers? You're just quoting the author of an interview, so take it up with him. Metal casting? I've not done metal casting, Joyful Squid, so I think that is definitely something I would love to do. That's a good point. You think your favorite zombie film is still the original Dawn of the Dead? A little mascot Mew Mew. It's so cute. Please share it with us, Mowers. Please share it with the chat. Shaun of Dead is awesome too. I love the World War Z movie though. I felt like it was really scary and very, very well made. Very, very well made. There we go! There's some adorable emotes by Mowers. They're so cute. So freaking cute. Her little mascot. Oh, you highly recommend it? Do you do it a lot, Joyful Squid? That reminds you were talking to your friend yesterday about making a Mr. Rogers style Twitch show where you would play a cat and a dog. Would that be like infringement on copyright though? Like, I don't know what Twitch is. I'm sure it wouldn't be, you know, but you get big with that. Could be a problem. That reminds you were talking to your friend yesterday about making, this one is Time Remenslow? He has really nice emotes. This is coming along really well, Nika, and it seems like I cut short the stream time by giving the little werewolf a onesie. I did. Well, I also wanted to make it interesting, but, you know, not just fur all over. Otherwise the little werewolf would be naked. But yeah, it definitely has cut it down. One of your top 10 films is The Thing. It's on my wish list, Max. I really badly want to see it, but I'm waiting for one of my siblings to watch it with me. We had a discussion the other day, don't zombies' pants fall off because of the weight loss? So we ended up having crawlers, mostly, exactly. You gotta think of classic horror things for the challenge. Hopefully you'd get to participate this time. That would be awesome, Mowers. I would love to see your art. Thank you for me and the chat for our amazing flow. You're gonna crash now. But know that my stylistic flavor is quite distinctive, as you can tell that I already have my universe sleeping amongst the pages. Much respect, now hide behind the mist and fog. Have a good one. Coffin Cake, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, and thank you for finding us. Very happy that you brought some flavor to the stream. Infringement on copyright? Well, I'm just wondering, like, if you dress up as, let's say, Bugs Bunny or a famous puppet or character, and, you know, that's all that you stream, would that be considered copyright infringement if, like, that's the main focus of your show? You know, if, like, you and your friend were dressed up as, say, Cat and Mouse and from Tom and Jerry, would that eventually be regarded as copyright infringement on Twitch? I don't know. You haven't done metal casting since 2009, but it was your favorite ever. Wow, that is so cool. It kind of requires help and equipment usually though. I can imagine, yeah. You gotta have the right setup for that sort of thing. Twitch has poisoned my brain. There's no copyright on kids' show. Well, I can understand if it's like just a kid's show. In fact, copyright is not the be-all end-all that people think it is. Fair use is a thing. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Musings. I'm just, you know, there are so many grey lines with copyright that are really, really hard to figure out, like, what's right and what's wrong. The Thing is a huge influence on your art. You love the film so much. Well, that's so cool to know, Visceral. That's so cool to know. You come here to find a shoulder to cry on. You had to unfollow Chloe. She hurt you. Are you kidding, Eric? Are you kidding or are you being for real? I can't tell with you. I can't tell with you. Waiting for me to join you so that you can stream The Thing, but Drawlloween is keeping me busy. Yeah, this 2 months over is just gonna be rough. Well, Eric, I'm happy to give you a hug. Here's what she said: attention, foul language and strong language. Well, can you DM me that instead, Eric? Because, like, I can't watch it on stream. I can't watch it on stream because we have family-friendly stream here. Since the mix of 3 distinct things will be distorted enough from the original to be considered something new, it's not a hard rule, but pretty much how it goes. Oh my gosh, my mouse. My mouse is ridiculous. Just another lovely drawing today. Drummer Denise, have you done your little werewolf yet? Have you? You are taking it hard. Well, I will have to look after the stream, Eric, and figure out what happened. You did your cryptid. Oh my gosh, Denise, I'm so proud of you. That's so awesome. You mean why don't I get copyrighted right now for drawing this werewolf? They are copyrighted after all. They're not copyrighted though, malicious, because they're a very commonly known thing. So there's like a set law on that, you know, if something becomes like wide public knowledge and stuff, it's not considered something you can copyright anymore because, well, it's too common. Like, you can't copyright a cat, right? You can't. Same with a werewolf, like, you know, it's not something that's copyrighted. Whereas things like Disney, Tom and Jerry, cartoon shows, exactly, like Eric said, public knowledge is exempt from copyright. So you have to just be careful with stuff like, you know, if you're going to base it off a cartoon show, or, you know, Disney especially, be very careful of. Pokemon, be careful of. You know, anything like that, any character that is owned by a company or an artist that's really famous. I mean, you can stream it probably, but if you start getting more viewers, it's going to start becoming a problem for you, and you might see people coming and asking for their revenue in that, you know? They would copyright a cat if they could, exactly. They would, but they can't. They can't. Because it would just be a nightmare to, like, police copywriting a cat, right? Yeah. A lot of John Carpenter films, he was so ahead of his time. Big Trouble in Little China is another example. Absolutely flopped when it was in the cinema, completely destroyed in reviews, and then became one of the biggest and most loved cult classics in the decades that followed. Wow, unbelievable. Quaggastrator, hello, how are you? The general concept is public domain, but many examples from the last 100 years are copyrighted. Well, yeah, exactly, public domain. But yeah, like a werewolf is totally fine. You won't infringe on copyright there. That's totally fine. It's like Frankenstein is not copyrighted, but if you were to make a copy of a particular Frankenstein design, that one might be copyrighted. Exactly. Exactly what you said, Eric. That is totally true. Yeah. Like, same with Alice in Wonderland. You know, Alice in Wonderland now, you as an artist can draw her and recreate her, but don't draw her in Disney style, because that is going to give you issues. You gotta do it in like your own style. So don't go like and copy the exact dress that Alice wears in Disney, because that will give you issues. It's a tricky business, you know. It's a really tricky business. But yeah, I had to study a lot of copyright when I did illustration at uni, so we did a lot of legal stuff. A lot of legal stuff. And it was like one of the most boring classes there were, but at the same time, I knew it was going to be really important because, well, as an artist, you've got to understand how copyright works. If you don't want to get burned by it, you know? Someone could claim my werewolf is similar to theirs and claim copyright. It feels safe since what are the odds, but there are entire companies built on just going around looking for people to slap with copyright suits. Well, they can try malicious, but if they have no, you know, no clear proof, it's not there. Well, all I'm saying is, you know, when you're doing like a specific character from a movie, that is going to give you issues. You know, the percentage of getting in trouble is very high. So you're kind of asking for trouble there. Whereas if you're drawing just a werewolf or Frankenstein, you're pretty much safe. Can you do drawings and paintings of copyrighted things as long as you don't sell them? Yes, you can, as long as you don't sell them. But the thing with streaming something like that on Twitch is you can get into trouble because you make money off Twitch. So probably if you just draw them on Twitch, that's probably cool, that's probably fine. I wouldn't know, I would be kind of worried about it, but for the most part I would say that if you're just drawing them on Twitch and not selling them, that's perfectly fine. But if you are, let's say I make a puppet show on Twitch with Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, right? And my whole puppet show on Twitch revolves around just those two characters. I never dress up as any other character, I only dress up as those two all the time, you know? And sort of, I make a show about that. I have a feeling that that could get you into a little bit of trouble eventually because you're monetizing that show and it's related heavily on those two characters. It's based on them, and that could give you some problems. We're approaching Toad Soup and Skeleton Feed season. We are, Sintel, we are. You feel like I don't know how copyright works, to be honest. Well, malicious, I spent a long time studying it at uni, so, you know. You had to search some copyright stuff recently for a fan art you did that you put up as a design for merch. Good thing it's a license that says it's only original character illustration, it's copyrighted and not related to fan arts. Well, that's awesome, Alice. That's so cool. You've received a copyright suit for a sketch that you did yourself and weren't selling. It was off your niece. Well, you should have won that. Like, you could get a suit for that. But you know, I believe you should get away with that. A guy you know was working for top studios like Marvel and DC and Disney, and they are so secretive and copyright crazy that one of them showed him a Batman design he was to be inspired by, but carefully so, and he could not tell the person that it was in fact his own design and he had done it for another studio. Wow, that is crazy. It's a very nuanced subject. The word copyright is mostly used as a placeholder term, right? Pursuing it would take a lot of time, and like you said, some people would just go bananas with it. Yeah, like, just because there are people, you know, like Dover said, that are gonna come after you, doesn't mean that you are in the wrong. You know, they can come after you, but they don't necessarily have a reason for doing so, you know, so you're probably gonna be fine. you're probably gonna be fine. But yeah, it's one of those things that there are definitely those grey areas, and well, it's up to you how far into the grey areas you want to go into, you know? Like, you can go all the way and push it and not push it, and it all just depends, like, how much do you want to risk it? When you try to use the reference drawing and then post it to Instagram, would that be copyright problem too? You sometimes do it for practice purposes. Not really like that drama, like it depends. You know, if you refed off of an artist's piece, then, or like a photographer's work, it's great to just put like a credit into that that caption and be like, you know, this person was the inspiration for this piece, and then sort of you know, just keep them in the credits as well, so that way you know you won't have any issues. But yeah, it's more if you're selling stuff, you know, if you're selling stuff, that's where it comes into you know, that's where it becomes a factor, really. If you're not selling stuff, you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, on Instagram, people might still get upset that you posted it without a credit and consider it plagiarism or like art theft, but they can't sue you unless you're somehow monetizing it, because it's just personal work, right? It's just personal work, so you have to gain off it for them to be able to legally come after you. But if you're impersonating a public person's account and they can prove that, well, then they can sort of try to get in touch with Instagram and be like, look, this person is impersonating me. Something like that. Disney is horrible about copyright. I know, it's ridiculous. Like, my friend Sarah started streaming Pokemon a couple of years ago, and she actually has stopped selling Pokemon prints. Yes, T, thank you so much for your sub with Prime. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, basically, you know, at first she was able to stream Pokemon on Twitch just fine, and she's recently stopped doing that because apparently she had a couple of issues with people on Etsy about that. And so she went the smart route and she's now started selling her original work, you know? So it's just about, yeah, being careful about that sort of thing. AA, thank you so much for that follow. Hello, and Yazati, thank you for the follow. You subbed and you followed. Thank you so much. You love Disney, but don't mess with them. Exactly. They go after people just doing, like, just posting on Instagram. Just doing a drawing of Bambi, posting it on Instagram. They will come after you. Apparently, so many artists had to take down their work. It's ridiculous. Can't stop loving them, can't stop hating them. Teachers are kids that never left school. Yeah, they belong there. They belong there. They really are so inspiring. Time doesn't equal knowledge, and college doesn't guarantee you have good professors, so going to uni is no way an indicator of someone's level of education. Well, that's true, Malicious, that's true. But I feel like I do have a good understanding of this topic. You know, I've actually been in legal issues twice, so I've had my fair share of experience on the other side of that, so I do know where I stand when it comes to that sort of thing. You think it's understandable if you were to mass sell Pocahontas t-shirts, but if you just draw Bugs Bunny that 100 people get to see on the internet, you mean? Yeah. Begin to question everything too much. It's a balance of true knowledge and faith in the other person about knowing their stuff. That being said, it's always good to do our due diligence if we wish to pursue the matter further. Yeah, well, you have to obtain knowledge somewhere, right? Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, any knowledge can be screwed, so I'm not gonna even try. Because then where do you learn? Do you just trust yourself? Then nobody knows. So you gotta start trusting somewhere. And yeah, when it comes to law, you know, even lawyers, like, I remember when I had legal issues, it wasn't like they couldn't give me a clear cut, you know, this or that. It was like an entire conversation that was needed to understand where things were and what was going on. So it's always like a one-on-one case-by-case situation. You can never go, well, just do X, Y, Z and you'll be fine, because there's always those loopholes, and it's really hard to know how those work. Well, you think what you want to think, malicious. If I was a major streamer with a huge audience and kept it repeatedly, you believe they would go after me saying I draw audience to a product which is not mine. Yeah, exactly. Audio crackling again on your end. Oh no. If you paint or draw something famous, could they sue you for stealing their likeness? Well, there's a part of that as well. Like, I know Selena Gomez actually sued a company for impersonating her and sort of what's it called? They were dressing. It was a video game they created of her, and you could dress Selena up, and her lawyers sued this company, which was in China, by the way. And basically the reason was it was falsifying her public image in some way. So, like, not giving a good representation of who she is. It was damaging her public image without her consent, since she hadn't given them any consent. She was the only famous person who stood up for that. So that was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. They also copied off of I think Taylor Swift and a couple of other very famous singers. So some original creators wouldn't mind fan art or inspired art, right? It's these corporations that ruin it for everyone. Yeah, exactly. The irony with Disney being so aggressive with copyright is that so little of their work is actually considered their original creation. All the Disney classics are based on things they did not create, but that aren't copyrighted. Things like cultural myths and legends from around the world, or books so old they've become public domain, like The Jungle Book. Yeah, and like, actually, Disney tried to copyright the Day of the Dead. Like, that's a national holiday in Mexico, and they try to copyright that. Asking for a friend, is my face copyrighted? I don't know, how famous am I? How famous am I? Do I have really good lawyers? Thank you, Ziazati. Thank you again so much for that sub. Really appreciate that. That's a great info, Nekar. Thanks a lot, because personally you can hardly draw without a reference, and you tried to challenge a bit, so that's not the exact drawing, but it's difficult. Oh, I'm glad that helped. You don't blame Selena though. You wouldn't want your face or body being used without your permission either. Yeah, exactly. Especially since she wasn't getting any revenue from it as well. Like, she hadn't given consent and she wasn't profiting off it in any way. So that's a big no. But that's typically China, right? Typically China. You end up messing the drawing up somehow. Like when you don't use a ref or when you do use a ref. Fan art is different, exactly. Fan art is different. And that has its own set of rules. Everything is so complicated. When you use a reference and try to change a bit, you mess it up since you put things from your imagination and the styles do not fit. I think it's hard when you're not quite there yet, you know, when you're not quite confident enough with your style just yet to mash things together. I think it's a thing that takes time, and you just got to keep picking at it. Just keep going, you know, because eventually you will become more confident in your style and you will be able to do that. There are scenes that if done the other way around, Disney would rip apart. Yeah. Disney can go crazy like that. I kind of wanted to give her like another, but I don't know how to. I don't really know how to. I feel like that's the best way to give her little ponytails, just two on the top. Yeah. Might just keep it like that. Good night, Faith Goofy. I hope you have a great night. Hope you do. I'm really happy with this little one. Really happy. Some old Indian movies completely ripped off movies from other countries. They got away with it because only a handful of people had true access to things outside stuff. No internet back then, and people didn't know there would be copyright issues. Yeah. That's the thing, you know. It happens. It shouldn't happen, though. And as artists, we should be respectful and do our part not to, you know, not to add to that. Because it's our livelihood. It's our livelihood as well, and we know how it feels for another, so we should know better. So I feel like it's the worst when it gets done by artists themselves. You know, companies do it, and that's like one thing I kind of get that because they're not an independent creator, but you know, when one artist does it to another artist, I'm just like, how could you? How could you do that? You should know better. Look at those tiny hair ties. I know, they're cute. They're ever so cute. I feel like I want to give her a braid. A braid that sort of goes all the way to the back. Have I ever had my stuff stolen? Not that I know of, Shelby, but I wouldn't be surprised that it already has been. So more than likely, yes. Hello, Sugar Deluxe, how are you? I hope you're well. Sugar Deluxe, thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome. Whereabouts are you from? Dover, thank you so much for the cheer, for the 25 bits. Appreciate that.
Cousin of the werewolf? The way over there, wolf.
The way over there, wolf. That's the good one. I love it. I love it. We are getting close to being done, guys. Close to being done. Can you draw famous building statues some cities without copyright issues? Yes, they cannot copyright those, but you never know. As far as I know, yes, drama, you can draw them, you know. Such fluffy little hairs, guys. Fluffiest little hairs. You would like to be a war dragon. How long have I been drawing for? Ooh, that's a hard question, Sugar. Since I was like 3 or 4 years old. So I don't remember how long that is. Professionally, since how long have I professionally been pursuing my art? Probably like 2 to 3 years, yeah. I think the best advice with copyright stuff is if you're in doubt, don't do it and seek help, you know? Because that's the better way to go about it. Well, guys, I feel like it is done. We have finished this little werewolf, guys. Although I do really want to add like stars or something to the clothing, maybe. We'll see how we go. I don't know if that's a very dumb idea of me. I feel like it is. Because it's gonna ruin the beautiful folds and I do have such beautiful folds going at the moment. I feel like I'm gonna leave it as is. Leave it as is. When in doubt, stop and say cancel. Exactly. All fan art is copyright? Well, the original owners own the copyright NASA feed. The original owners do. So, guys, we finished my little werewolf today. She is all done, all done. I'm super, super happy with her. She looks so cute. So freaking cute. I'm so glad I've done her. So glad I've done her. Well, guys, I need to find someone we can raid soon. So what I'm gonna do before we go, please guys do remember that we have a drawing challenge on at the moment. I really would love to see you guys working that. So please, please, please go check it out. The current theme for the next 2 weeks, guys, is actually classic horror. Guys, classic horror. And before we go, I just wanted to remind you guys as well, I have a Patreon account going. I'm going to start releasing an exclusive story on my Patreon account in October. So if you guys would like to pledge to any of these 3 tiers, you can access that exclusive story. So I thought a little bit more about the story last night and I have some great ideas. But yeah, you also get access to the community drawing. So what the community drawing is basically you guys get to give me 1 prompt each month, and I have to combine all of you guys' prompts into a single drawing, which I do on stream with you guys. So yeah, if you want me to draw something for you, pledge to Patreon and submit your prompt, then I will include that into the community drawing. So yeah, basically, there's a lot of different things that you guys get. There's merch rewards, like mini stickers, and they're all related to the exclusive story. So basically, once I do the exclusive story, all rewards are going to be themed towards that. You'll only be able to get them on Patreon, nowhere else. But yeah, let us find somebody to raid. Can you see Zazu? I don't think you'll be able to see Zazu at the moment. Zazu cam's not working either for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. But he's not in front of the cam right now. He's sort of like on the way down. You don't have enough points? Probably next time we stream Max, I should be able to show him off on stream. Yeah, that's a great idea, Dover. Let me have a look. If there's nobody else, I'm pretty sure. We wanted to raid Kayla yesterday anyways, so we raided Nagy yesterday. We ended up voting. Little Moo, thank you so much for that follow. Really appreciate that. Wow, thank you. See you, Mowers. Guys, if you can please stick around for the raid, that would be awesome. We're currently heading off. I think Dover is right. We need to raid Fragile Machine, guys. Fragile Machine is an amazing artist, guys. She is beautiful. She has great relaxing vibes on her stream and just a loving, loving, kind person. So I will stream again tomorrow, guys. There's a new keyword tomorrow, so hope you guys are ready. Let us raid.